Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Alright, it is card day and oh my goodness, I love this card. It's so fun. Y'all stick with me. It may be a little bit longer, but it's so easy to do, and once you start, you will not quit making them. I made 3 cards just like this because I have some friends that I haven't seen in a while and I've wanted to just send them a card. So this is the card that I'm sharing today. He's so cute. It is interactive. So you are going to just pull here where the little arrow is. And it says hello here. I did on this one get my hello a tad bit crooked, but it's okay because this card's just so cute. So when you pull that out, look at how this little guy moves across. And then I wrote the sentiment on here. I stamped it. Friends like you make life a joy. And I don't know, I had this in my mind as soon as I saw this stamp set that I wanted to do something interactive with this guy because he's so dang cute. I have used this stamp set before in Christmas in July. I used it. It's Joyful Life. I love the sentiments on here. It's so cute. I'm going to use this guy too for probably a fall card because it looks like he's carrying apples, or it could be ornaments even, but to me they look like apples. And I use this little pig on a treat box in Christmas in July, and I'll link that somewhere in this video. But this is such a big image, and I really wanted to use him and make him be the focal point of this card. He is so cute. You're gonna love this. I hope that you give it a try because it looks like it'd be difficult, but it's really easy. Then for the hello here, I used the best year, and I used that hello right there. But the one that's on the little bar here that pulls out is from the same Joyful Life, and it says friends like you make life a joy. So we are going to make this card. I used the little clouds from my Give It a Whirl dies, these right here that I used. If you didn't see my tutorial on Sunday, you need to go back and check it out. It's the cutest little box. I love how it turned out, and I hope you enjoy it. And I used this little gear, I want to call it a gear right here, but this is the wheel that you turn to make these cards. I did cards with this, and now I'm using the clouds for the background here. I've already cut them out, and I cut out 2 with the basic white, and they are stitched, so they're so cute. And then I cut 2 that are in vellum just to put behind these to give it a little bit more interest. And my little bear, we are going to stamp. I did cut this out with my Scan and Cut, my brother's Scan and Cut. So you can fussy cut him. He's really easy to cut. The first one I did hand cut it. So it's really that easy, but I wanted to do 2 more cards, so I went ahead and used my Scan and Cut to cut the other 2. And I already cut another one for this one, but I'm going to show you stamping, and I'm going to color this in too for you so you can see what I used to color him. And yeah, he's so cute. Alright, so and I did stamp the envelope with the little X's that come from the same bundle, the Joyful Life. So it's so cute, y'all. This was so fun to do. Just pull it out, and it pulls so easy, and it's so quick and easy to do. You do need to get the foam adhesive strips, or you can use, like the 3M makes those, you can use that as well. But these are perfect for it because they're thin and narrow, and it worked really, really good. Alright, so I want to just stamp him first, and I'm not going to cut him, hand cut him, because I already cut it with the Scan and Cut. So we're just going to stamp him, and then I just want to show you how big this image is so that you can get an idea. But look at on here, and then you're just going to turn him around. I may do another one and do another card with this one, but look at how cute. Oh my gosh, it stamps so good. But isn't he so adorable with the little bunny in the basket? All right, so I'm going to bring that in and I'm going to color this. And we are going to color this. I got quite a few here in the light and dark crumb cake. And then we're using the light and dark smoky slate. And we're using the light and dark just jade, or is this soft succulent? I think this, yeah, this is soft succulent. Light and dark balmy blue, and then this is the dark petal pink, and I always use this for their little cheeks because I like to give them like rosy cheeks. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. Hopefully I'm going to be able to remember to bring you all back out because I always forget and then I have to redo the video. All right, that's why I don't do it so often. All right, so the gray granite is going to be for the bunny. So we are going to color this bunny first. I'm doing some really simple coloring, y'all. I am not doing anything difficult for this. So we are just going to color him. I'm going to use the light on this part. Grab that light. Uh-oh, did I? Is this? Yeah, smoky slate. It looks darker to me than the one I colored earlier. I don't know, maybe yeah, I think he's a little darker, but that's all right. And we're going to give him a little bit of a rosy cheek here. Can't see it as well on here. I'm going to color the inside of his ear. And I don't know why that looks darker to me, but it does. I'm going to color his tail too the same. All right, now we are going to color him in crumb cake. So we are going to do a little bit of shading on him. So we're just going to color him in. He cuts really good on the scan and cut. There's a couple places you may have to trick the scan and cut to cut. And so when I do that, I use a number 2 pencil and I connect these areas because I don't want it to cut inside there. I just wanted to keep it one solid image. So there are a few tricks that you can do so that the whole image cuts out really nice. So let me use my brush side and go a little bit quicker here. I do use crumb cake quite a bit. I love this color. So he is crumb cake. We're going to do his little hands here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of shading with him with the dark. So I'm just going to shade a little bit under here. I'll use that. And shade under his leg here. And then I actually did this with the other end before, so we're just gonna, and then I'm just gonna blend it in here. It's really easy. I'm just giving him a little bit of interest, you know. Just a little bit of shading. I'm not really the best at coloring these. And then I'm going to give him a little rosy cheek as well. And then we're going to use the balmy blue for his shirt. So I'm going to do the light first. My light balmy blue. The tip here is getting worn, so I'm going to use this other end on here. It's okay because this area is not as big as the bear. I'm going to color this part the light. And then I'm going to shade a little bit with the dark. So I'm going to get that dark. I'm going to do his little, this little ribbing on the sweater. I'm going to do that the dark. Then we're going to shade a little bit under here. And then we're going to just blend that there just a little bit. And then I'm doing his bicycle Soft Succulent. I'm using the dark for the bike part. So cute. Little petals down here. And I am going to do the light for the basket here. And I'm going to shade a little bit of that basket. And he's so cute. Oh my gosh, I could not wait to color this. I'm just going to do a little bit, actually just a little bit of shading there. And then I am going to use the Smoky Slate again. Is this the light or the dark? I'm going to use the dark for the wheels on this bike. It's really easy to color too. So fun. All right, when you give cards like this, people are so impressed, but look at how cute he is. Isn't he so adorable? All right, I'm going to zoom you all back out. And we are going to continue with this card. All right, so first thing that we are going to do is I'm going to get my cutter right here. And what you have to do, this piece is 4 inches by 5 inches. So you are going to take it, put this up to the 1 inch mark here, and we are going to cut. We're going to cut like there's marks here. So you are going to cut from the 4.5 inch, so you're cutting from a 1/2 inch from each side. If you don't have a trimmer like this, you can also measure it out, just draw a line with a pencil and then just cut it with like an X-Acto knife or something. But this, we're going from the 4.5 here all the way down to the 1/2 inch down here. So you're going to have a cut going all the way down here, and it's like a 1/2 inch left on each side. And this is like a 1 inch right there. All right, so I'm using some of my sticky note here because I'm going to mask this off right where that cut is, just below the cut. And these are pads that are just full, they're completely sticky. And I got these at Staples. And because we're going to ink this up, I'm going to do Balmy Blue for the top, and then I'm going to do Soft Succulent for the bottom. So I'm using our brushes. These are awesome brushes, y'all. If you didn't get these, get these. They're always out of stock, but always check and get them because they're so popular. They're really good. The bristles are so much nicer than I used to use those makeup brushes. This is so much nicer. So you just need a very light touch, and we're going to color this background for the sky. So just use a very light touch and go all the way around. And I always go in circles. I don't know if that's the proper way to do it, but it works for me. So I don't get a whole lot of bleeding through, not bleeding, but blotchiness. But these are such good brushes. Do around the edges just a little bit more. All right, and then I'm going to move this, and we're going to switch it so you see how nice it comes out. We're going to switch this sticky note to the top here. Line it up really good. And then we're going to get the Soft Succulent, and we're going to do the little grassy area. And I am using 2 different brushes. I have some brushes designated like for like the greens and the blues. And I don't have that straight, and I don't want to go over that. I want to make sure this turns out really good because I am giving this. And then again, just go very light touch, and then just cover that area. This is easier because it's a little bit darker, the Soft Succulent. The Balmy Blue is like a lighter color, so You can do it as dark as you like. So we're just going to keep doing that. And that is it. So that's going to be our background. Just peel that back off. You can use this several times, by the way. These will re-stick. All right, so there you go. There's our grass and our thing. So what we're going to do next is you need a piece of acetate. And this piece of acetate that I have, can you see that's window sheet that I'm using? It is like 3/4 of an inch. I made this wider so it's wider, and I want it to be very stable on here because it's a big image. So we are going to adhere it to the back of him, and I'm going to use my tear and tape. You need a very strong adhesive. You want this to stay on. So I am going to, first I want to line him up here because I want him to be like that. And then this, I'm going to just put the acetate on the back here. I may not need it that long, so I think I'm going to just cut it a little bit because I don't want it to go over his. Okay, like that, so that'll work. So what I want to do is I want to put this on here, pull your backing off, and then line it up on here. So I'm going to put it like this because I want to make sure that his wheels, and I'm probably going to have to cut a little bit more off. I can see it's going to hang over. So it's going to be just like that. I'm going to cut this little extra piece off. I want to make sure that's straight. That's why I lined it up like that. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Now this is going to fit inside here like that, and so when we do our mechanism in the back, it's going to move back and forth. All right, okay, so now we're going to flip it over. You are going to take your foam adhesive strips, and we are going to grab one first, and you are going to put it right at the bottom here. The very bottom. That's why I love these narrow ones, because it needs to be narrow. It needs to be a narrow piece there. And then you are going to take him again, put him through here where you want it. Oops, we gotta get our other piece first because we need to adhere him to the little bar that goes across. Okay, so here it is. I don't know what I did with it. It was in the drawer. All right, this is 3/4 inches, and I just left it the full length, the 11 inches, but we're going to end up cutting it. So what you need to do now, before you put him in, is to lay this piece down here, and we are going to put him back in like that. And I want the wheels to be like on the grass, so like it's going across there, just like that. I'm going to line this up so it's straight, and that's perfect. And I'm going to use another piece of tear and tape, and we are going to adhere this down here, and I'm actually going to put 2 pieces across here. And yes, it's long, but we're cutting this, and you're going to cut it right up to that edge there. And you want it to be even with this piece right here, this bottom piece. So can you see how I did that? I just put 2 pieces of tear and tape there, and it's holding the little acetate piece, our window sheet right there. So now it's going to go across like that. See how simple that is? See how that came out the end? Now we're going to do something again. We're going to do something that's going to help that. So first thing I want to do is I want to grab another piece of this adhesive strip, and we are going to put this down here along the end right there. And now you can see we're making like a little alley for it to go slide up and down to. We're going to keep these pieces, these little pieces, because we're going to use them. And then you don't want this to come out the other end like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut a little bit off the end here. Just like that. And we are going to put a little stopper. So that's where this is going to come. You're going to put it right in between these two. This is really easy, y'all. It's really easy once you start. I'm trying to go slow so y'all can see. But see, now it's going to stop. It's not going to come out the other end. It's going to stop it. So I need to trim these because you don't want these coming out. Too long there. All right, now we are going to be using a lot of these pieces. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start layering this. You can put, you know, pieces going this way. You can put them whatever way they fit. Just want to cover this whole area because you want this to be popped up on top of your card base. All right, so now we're going to get some more. And I'm going to just make a little frame. This is no different than making a shaker card. So if you've made a shaker card, this is going to be really easy for you. All right, now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull this out all the way until he's to the very end, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment because you don't want the sentiment to show when you close this. So you want it all the way out as far as it'll go. I mean, you don't want to pull it out all the way out, but until your little guy comes to like the very end, and then stamp your sentiment on here. Just like that. And when you close it, it's going to be behind that area. Now you want this card to be 5 1/4, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, so it fits in an envelope. So what I do is I line it up to the 5 1/4 inch mark here, and I am just going to clip this end right here. And we have a 5 1/4 card here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I actually used the Give It a Whirl dies again, and I cut out the little arrows from it. So it comes with these arrows that work with these spinner cards. So I cut out those, and I already cut 2 out. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use the small one this time, or maybe I'm just going to use the bigger one and then just cut it. So it cuts 2. It cuts a smaller one and a larger one. I'm going to use my adhesive, and we're going to put that on so everyone knows that you have to pull that. I think I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter too. And then this is going to go on here. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. It's going to go right there so they know to pull that. So there we go. Now we're going to add our clouds. So I'm taking all 4 clouds. I'm going to line this up behind it. So you are not going to see the glue on here. So I'm going to line this one kind of like that. And then we're going to put the adhesive back here. You want to put the adhesive everywhere, but when you put it on the vellum, just make it really thin so you can't see it. We're going to do this one down here. And then we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to put it behind. Just like that, and then this one's going to go behind him. So I'm going to move him forward. Oh, my cloud's coming up. I need to put some more under here. Yeah. We're going to push him back in here, and then we're going to add this to the front of our card base. Now this card base, it measures 5 1/4 by 8 1/2, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. It's a little bit smaller than your regular card base because you want to make room for this piece right here. So we need to remove all of these little backings here on our foam adhesive strips. Whoops, we don't want to remove the strip, just the backing. Comes off really easy, and it's super sticky. It's really sticky, y'all, so be prepared. And when you put it down, you want to make sure it's in the exact position that you want before you lay it down. These are so fun, and I know they're going to be so fun to receive. So now we're going to flip this over. Oh, I didn't stamp my hello. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to try to stamp it when it's on the card. We'll see how that works. All right, so you want to make sure this is even all the way around, and then lay it down. Press that down, and your guy's going to move across just like that. And there's your sentiment. And now I want to stamp the hello because I want to stamp it. Oh my goodness, this is pretty sturdy, so I think I'm going to be okay. We'll see. Hopefully I can do this. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, don't forget to stamp the hello. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. But isn't he so cute? Oh my gosh, it's really easy, y'all. Give it a try. I know that you're going to love it once you start doing it. There's so many ideas and so many ways to do it. Here's my other one with the card. I have my other ones up in my living room because I was showing them to my husband. And you see my crumb cake here. I need to kind of cover that little area up. There we go. So easy to fix with these blends, but it looked like it ran a little bit. All right, so there you go. I hope you all enjoyed this one. It was so fun to do. And if you need any supplies this month, I'm doing a free gift with a $50 purchase. You have to use my hostess code. So if you're going to order, please write it down and remember to use it, or you will not get the free gift. It is a package of, I'll show you really quick, holiday gems. So it's the holiday rhinestone basic jewels, and they're perfect for holiday crafting. So if you spend $150 or more, do not use the hostess code because you will get Stampin' Up rewards, and you'll still get the rhinestones. I will still send them to you because I always check my orders, and I will for sure still send you the rhinestones. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.